Hello there. In this video I'm going to shortly play the tune Silver Spear, but I'm not going to go too quickly. It's going to be at more of a relaxed pace. Then I'm going to talk to you about a great method I've found of finding out about what the name of a particular tune is. Particularly if you know the melody, you can play it, but you can't for the life of you remember the name of the actual title of the tune. So I've discovered a great way of doing that, and I shall be talking about that later. And then I shall be going through the tune Silver Spear and just giving you a slow run through, and also pointing out some of the things that I do to embellish the tune with my own particular style. So that's something else I'll be doing, as well as providing the notation on the screen so you can follow and play along with me if you so desire. There'll also of course be links to the notation and the tab in the video description. So if you want to download that, you can see that in the description. And finally, just as an added extra, I've added the backing track to the tail end of this video. The notation will also be on the screen, so you can play along without me being in there. So you can basically play along to your heart's content, and of course you can use YouTube to slow the thing down or speed it up, whatever you want. But the backing track is provided for you at the end of this video. So I hope it's fun, I hope you enjoy it. And let me know in the comments what you think of this style of presentation. Right, let's get started with a performance. this video came about was yesterday. I was just having a bit of a lark around with the mandolin, playing a few tunes, and I started to play this tune and thought, oh yes, I know this melody. And of course the Silver Spear, very well known tune. But yesterday when I was playing this tune, I couldn't for the life of me remember what the name of the tune was. And anyway, I recorded the backing track with the mandola and a mandolin, etc. And thought, now what is this tune called? So I did a little bit of research, and I write my music in what they call ABC notation. And one of these days I must make a video to explain how it's done, because it's very basic and straightforward and easy to understand. But anyway, ABC notation, I thought, well, I know I can search tunes on there. So I did a little search. I wrote a few lines of the tune out in what they call ABC notation, did a search, and boom, boom, up it came. But then also I noticed there was another piece of software that you can use to find the name of a tune, and it's something called TunePal. So I'll bring that up now to show you what it looks like. I've got my tablet here. This is an Android tablet, and I'm simply going to type into this TunePal, and it brings up the TunePal website, and it goes straight onto this thing, this record thing. I'll just hold that up so you can see it. Now if I press that down there where it says tap to record, it will actually listen to a few bars of me playing the tune. So I thought, well, it'll be quite good fun to have a go at doing this. Now I'm not going to be able to hold and play at the same time, so you'll just have to take my word on this part. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to place that there and pick up the fiddle and play the tune that I just played, the Silver Spear, which of course yesterday I didn't know the title of. And I'm just going to play tap record, and it gives me a countdown. Right, and I've done that now, and I'm stopping, and it's analysing at the moment what I've just played. It just said analysing, and now it's doing a bit of a search, I think, and it's come up with all these variations. Now it's straight away, it's pointed out the tune that I've played was the Silver Spear. Quite remarkable really, and it gives me different versions of the tune. Oh blimey, that's Jackie O'Connor's version. This is Margaret Byrne. Now of course Margaret Byrne, very well known banjo player. And then another one here, John Regan. Fantastic. You've got all these different musicians' versions of the same tune. It's quite remarkable. This is, doesn't say who this one is. Sounds like it may have been recorded on a 78, that one. There's an unknown player. Somebody called Bill Sadler. Oh, harmonica. What a fantastic resource. I just thought it'd be worth mentioning that to you. It's called TunePal. I'll see if I can get the, there we are, original page back. And if you're on your Android device or your laptop or whatever, just type that in and it comes up on Google Chrome. And hey presto, you can record straight into that and get all those marvellous versions of the same tune. Which really brings me on to the next point behind this video, because I thought, well, I don't think I play this tune the same as others. I've heard other versions now, and my version's a little bit different. So I thought, well, that's interesting. I thought, well, it'd be nice to share this with you. And I thought, well, the best way to do this would be to share the backing track as well. And you may notice that I've recorded the tune at a slightly more relaxed pace. It doesn't go hell for leather, basically, which may suit a lot of people, because if you're learning this tune and you perhaps have got the notation and you can access the tablature if you struggle with notation, then it might be a useful resource. So that's what this video is going to cover next. You've just seen me play the tune with the backing track in the style that I play it, and I thought now the best thing would be to play through it and just talk about one or two of the things that I do. The way that I choose to play this tune is I play the A and the B. I play the A on the regular strings and the B on the regular strings, because it goes up to the E string to play the B section. And then when I play the B section later on, I go down. So I'll try and point out what I mean. This is the start of the tune. This is the A section. That's the A section. Now sometimes I put a nice double stop in there, which is definitely in my style. All I do there is I have my middle finger on the third note of the E string, my ring fingers on the third note of the A string, and then I take my middle finger off on the E string and put my first finger on the second note of the E string. Sorry, the first note of the E string. So again. And then the next part now is the B section, of course. Played on the A and the E string. Now I hit those double notes again. Again. Now, on the A section, when I return from playing the B, I tend to do this. In other words, I'm hitting a lot of those drone notes that I've mentioned in the previous videos, where I do talk specifically about drones. So I'm starting off with an open D there. So basically I'm filling out the sound, because it may well be that I'm playing unaccompanied and I really need to whack this out loud, so I play a lot of drone notes. And there's a slide there. Now, on that B section, I sometimes go down, and what I mean by that, I play this. So I'm playing the A, the D and the G strings there. Now this is a nice part where I play the melody across two strings. That's the D and the A string, using that rocking motion of the bow. So I'll play the whole part of that B section, my lower B section, so you can hear it fully in context. And then off with the A tune again. Now sometimes I do this. Instead of playing just for variety, I do this. So it's just simply a few notes on the E string. Dead simple, but just makes it more interesting for the listener. And then back onto the normal B section. There we are, a few of the things that I put into this tune. Of course, every fiddle player, every musician has their own way of interpreting tunes, and it's generally called their style, of course. My way of playing, my style is certainly to use a lot of drone notes, include double stops, and alter the melody in parts, because I enjoy playing things with some variety perhaps. It's not strictly true in a session, because in a session you would tend to try and play the exact tune because other musicians will be playing the same thing too, and it might be frowned upon if you started to go way off into some other section of a tune and perhaps try and alter it too much. But sometimes it's nice if you're playing solo, or if you're doing some recording or something, just to break it up slightly and just add a little variety. So now, the next part of this video, I thought the best thing to do would be to give you the backing track to play along with. I'll put the notation up as well so you can see exactly what it looks like, so you can see where you're going in the tune. And of course I will put links to both the notation and the tablature in the description for this video, so you've got some point to reference, and perhaps you can either put it on your mobile phone and use it that way, or a tablet, or if you really need to, print the thing out. But anyway, there's a choice there for you, so have fun. 1, 2, 3, 4.